Mr. Sasha.
Hello.
Here is a challenge for you. This is the last video of the day. I hope you've enjoyed your day at Andertons.
Yeah.
And I hope you've enjoyed seeing Sasha in a few of the videos here. Comment below if you'd like us to invite him back.
And comment if you don't.
If you'd rather we can, comment below. Now, how would you describe your ultimate band? What sort of genre of music would your ultimate band be that you'd obviously be the main guitar player in?
Bluesy kind of soul
blues,
swampy,
blues, swampy.
Okay,
like who? Who's
Gary Clark,
like a Gary.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I gave you,
that was a scary
this
face.
is hypothetically, obviously, if I gave you £1,000 to spend in Andertons, and we've got the reason I've got the iPad is we're on the Andertons website here. If I gave you £1,000 and that was your touring rig, guitar, amp, any pedals you needed, you can do that £1,000. Do you think, or what do you think? And it's got to be a gigging rig, so it can't be like a little 2-watt battery amplifier, whatever. It's got to be a gigging rig. How do you think you'd apportion that sort of £1,000?
Well, the wise option would be to get a good amp and a less expensive guitar, because I think the most tone comes from the amp.
That's not probably the way most people, like if you've not been in a band before and you're watching this video, I think that might come as a surprise to some people. So why not the best guitar you can buy and then just the cheapest amp that's loud enough?
Well, to be really inspired on stage, I would need really good tone.
Yeah.
Also really good musicians around you. Yeah. A lot of extra factors come into play, but a good amp is essential to me on a stage. Yeah.
So we're thinking we might want to try and keep the lion's share of the money back for the amplifier. So I guess, let's look at electric guitars here. I assume it's electric guitar you want.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to filter by any kind of a body shape or anything like that. I'm just going to probably just
be open to anything.
Yeah, just a straight. Let's go in at maybe sort of between £200 and £400, and it's got to be in stock. It's got to be in stock. So there are 220 guitars that you could choose from at Andertons.
Is there anything we can filter?
Obviously, you've got everything from very traditional looking guitars. There's a GNL ASAT, a little bit like a Telecaster kind of vibe. Or you could go Super Strat, or you could,
Super Strat is not really my thing. And a Tele or a Strat would be like, okay, we're going to get a Squire Classic vibe and a Boss Katana.
Let's be fair, put the rig together for £1,000 has probably been done on many YouTube channels, and I bet they all end up with.
And I think that is a very wise choice, because I would also recommend that to a lot of people who would ask that question, because Katana is a great amp, Classic Vibe is a great guitar, but
so should we
it's my rig, so let's.
Do you know what I think? I think as well. Your band, maybe the MD in your band, has told you, look, you need to stand out a bit here, Sasha. It's like. I don't want you to come. No strats, no tellies, and if you are going to go strat telly, it's got to be a kind of special color, like a gold glitter kind of. So so
this is something really nice. Okay, this is really affordable.
The top three all tick the box of people will remember you,
and it has Filtertrons, which are super nice as well.
Is it a lap steel style band, or possibly not? Oh, we have
MIDI guitars.
We've got to keep them in stock. That's a good color. This ocean turquoise. It's weird with the P90 and the.
I think
humbucker.
I would prefer just
straight up two humbuckers.
Or two P90s or whatever.
Okay. Well, we don't have many to choose from here. Well, we have them all to choose from. But what do you?
I think this will do.
The 5230 single cut.
Yeah.
You don't the double cut, which is a little bit more Malcolm Young. You want to stay single cut.
Yeah.
It's a good look. The V
and
tailpiece, I think
really
they nailed that.
Really
do you know this V tailpiece? If I remember rightly, is that was something that they only introduced within the last 5 years. Just to they're like going. Just wanted to give it this slightly visual, different angle to say a Les Paul, and yet you look at it and go, that could have been on the guitar 50 years ago, or 60 years ago. Right? Okay. So
do it.
$350 for a guitar,
because
leaving you $650 for amps and 650 for amps and pedals. So let's just filter our guitar amp selection. So we go 400 at the lowest end. I don't know what we'll find for that. Obviously, it's going to include amps up to 750, but we can't afford any of those. So we don't have many. Okay, 36 amps. Good. So this shouldn't take too long. Oh, what a shout. First one. Although no AC30 1x12, but no change for pedals.
And it doesn't have reverb, and it's loud AF.
I think the modern AC30 S1 does have reverb, I think, but you're right. It's a one-channel amplifier. Bass breaker 007.
Is not enough wattage.
No, license to kill, but probably not loud enough. Too expensive. Again, no change. Supro, too expensive.
What about the orange?
Super Crush. I was talking to you about that over lunch, and that is worth looking at, because it was probably my favourite sounding solid state amplifier that we did, and I'm fairly sure in the video I did with Pete, it was really, really difficult to actually tell the difference between this and the Rockaverb that we had.
And is it dual channel? Does it have reverb?
Yes, it certainly does.
Marshall Origin
says it's out of stock, but I saw one of these in the shop, so I'm 99.9% sure we could go and get one of those. But Origin 20, great price, $499, all valve. It's a real pedal platform amp, that one, because there is no reverb, and I don't think it has channel switching. But you'd have £150 budget for stuff. HT5 is a good amp,
but 5 watts. Will that cut it for?
Might not cut it.
Stage?
Did we? I think we said we need to try and trigger 95 on the decibel meter. Is our sort of general consensus that we think it's a gigging amp.
I don't think that's going to do it.
It might
or it's going to
just be gunned and no clean
left.
sound. Do you know? Again, this is a lot of people will be looking at this going, why wouldn't you go Catalyst or something with all the effects built in?
Yeah, but like I said earlier, I would recommend something like that to people, and I would have it like in my home to just play and have fun. But I don't think that it's going to be a touring kind of amp for me, at least.
To be honest with you, there are some options here. I think 10 to 20 watts is going to be your limit for valve stuff in terms of this price. Tons of solid state amps, but
could we just get the Orange and the Origin? Marshall Origin.
That's a shout, actually, because
check them out.
Actually, that is a good one, because if we've got the two, and then it's like, what do you do? Do you go? Oh yeah. Well, it's like, do you go 20 watt valve or do you go 100 watt solid state? Okay, we'll do that. Look,
pedals. You mentioned Tone City to me.
Given that you spend your life demonstrating pedals that are all €500 each or whatever like that, so we can't afford any of those, and I'm guessing that. You probably don't know the landscape of £50 pedals terribly well. I'm just going to go to my go-to affordable pedal range, which is Tone City, which are really, really great. And I'll get you a drive pedal. I'll get a few drive pedals. You can choose the one you like best. I'll get a reverb pedal, because we'll need one of those for the Marshall, and I'll get you a delay pedal, because who doesn't like delay? And I think we can get all three of those for the £150 mark. So there we are. Would you like to do the finger clicking magic where all of a sudden all the amps appear behind us and we just get on with this video?
Together? 3, 2, 1.
Wow. The power of video editing. Okay. This, I think we're onto something here. So £1,000 has bought us that guitar.
What was it?
Was it a G5230 or something like that? It'll be on screen now, but it's that guitar.
Pink. It's beautiful.
Yes, the pink and the blue versions of that you're absolutely right, were a limited run colour, but the model itself is just an ongoing part of the Gretsch catalogue. 2 amplifiers, actually the same kind of price, but one 20 watts valve, no reverb, no channel switching. The other 100 watts solid state with channel switching and reverb. So it'd be interesting to see which one you prefer. I've got a little sort of smorgasbord of Tone City pedals here. I've got a fuzz, because I thought maybe. I've got a low drive blues pedal. I've got a medium gain Pete Honori one, because in Pete's contract, basically, we're not allowed to do videos unless we feature at least one of his signature products in them.
Yeah.
And we could have gone higher gain within the Tone City range, but I didn't really think that was your vibe.
No, medium gain, yeah.
Tape overdrive, tape delay, type pedal, and a reverb, which we don't need on the Orange, but we do need it on the Marshall.
Yeah, so on the Orange, we would have a budget for...
You've got a budget for three pedals.
Yeah, okay.
Whichever one of these you buy.
Yeah.
So we're plugged into the Marshall for no reason other than we are. There's a pull boost thing on the gain channel. Doesn't really, it's still got to be driven quite hard to get it into gain. So if I turn the output down, pull the boosty thing, you'll get gain. We have a tick on the decibel meter, and that we're not loud on this. This has got plenty to go.
Left, yeah.
And that's the drive sound that I love, because that will be clean with you playing soft.
It sounds really good.
Driven with you playing hard. No pedals yet. If we want a bit of reverb.
Yeah.
You have to be slightly, I guess, if you're going to do everything off the volume of the guitar between clean and dirty, it's sometimes quite difficult to find the point where the reverb, it'll be too much when you dig in, not enough when you play soft.
Yeah.
That's just the way it's going to be with any amp where you're plugged in the front. The basic tone, I'm really surprised how much bass end is off that. I get so conditioned to thinking that small Marshall combos will have no bass end, but that sounded good.
That sounds big.
Do you want to try some pedals with the Marshall, or just see what the Orange sounds like straight off the bat, or should you do pedals with the Marshall?
Pedals.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Haven't
good.
done much to the EQ here. Push the bass end a tiny bit, but everything else pretty flat. Yeah. So, got a fuzz vibey thing. I've told you this already, haven't I? So here, we just turn it on.
Work with that.
We've got plenty more fuzz to go. However, if you want something a bit more conventional, Bluesman is based on a blues breaker. So again, it's not big gain. It's more of a fatteningly boosty kind of. Here we go.
Really nice.
Yeah. Or obviously you have to say nice things about this one. Okay. The Durple.
I don't want to hurt his feelings. Yes.
I know it's going to sound utterly contrived, but I actually quite like the Durple, to be honest with you. Let me just whiz through 3 again. There's so many different fuzzes. It's not fuzz face at all. It's wall of fuzz, big muffy kind of vibe. And I'm never really sure. I always think with Gary Clark Jr. it's more fuzz facey than that. But anyway,
it is a great tone though.
Yeah, Bluesman again. and Durple.
Yes, digging that very much, very much.
That is instant blues rock band for £1,000. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the delay in just so you can. It's got that nice modulated kind of analog delay kind of vibe going on there. We could dump in a drive pedal.
Durple.
Funnily enough, with the
that's £40 more.
Yeah, with the delay in there, actually it dirties the signal up and gives it more of that.
I think the repeats are a
swampy thing.
Yeah, the rootsy magical unicorn.
Yeah,
rootsy swampy thing. I think the repeats are a little gritty.
It's if we play it on the clean, it's very much so. It's not a digital delay. It's very much analogy, and you get that degradation of the. Dan Steinhardt and Mick call this a character delay. So it's not trying to retain the original tone and just repeat it. It's very much kind of putting its own spin on that. And so, some people will love it. It's very old school. You know, it's not like a digital modern delay.
I did a demo of the Chase Bliss Therme, and somebody commented, "Well, why is it so gritty? It sounds so amateuristic. It's not clean at all."
But that's the point, right?
That's the point. You want
I find these kinds of delays more musical than digital delays because it also depends what you're trying to do, doesn't it?
Artifacts, I love the artifacts.
So,
all right.
Wow, that is going to take some beating.
Absolutely.
Again, we've got plenty more volume to go if we need it. We've actually got some lower output modes as well. So if you're sort of thinking, could I use this at home or stuff like that, you could. So, Super Crush. Let me turn my pedals off. Super Crush you can get in orange or black. I guess being an orange amp, you might be more familiar seeing this in orange, but it's the same amp. We have a clean channel and a dirty channel with a master volume and a reverb now. So I'm just going to use the switch to go between the clean and the dirty channel, but you could use a foot switch to do that. Right, so let's see what kind of volume we've got here. I vaguely recollect the dirty channel's a lot louder than the clean channel. So here's the clean channel, sort of maybe at about 2 o'clock volume wise, and the reverb you're hearing now is from the amp. Can I just apologise? I had the reverb and the volume the wrong way round. So what I thought was a lot of reverb and not a lot of volume turned out to be the other way round. So here is now how it should have been set.
That is loud.
Yeah, no breakup at all and super loud clean.
Yeah.
The Marshall won't do that. What I love about that is there's no sense that it's that Sometimes I think when you're hearing a modelling amplifier, it sounds like you're listening to something through a hi-fi trying to be an amp. And it's not even so much the tone that's not right, it's the sense that it's just like one step removed somehow.
It's pushing like air in a different way, it seems.
But that just sounds like an amp in a room.
Yeah.
And what I love again here, and again, it's not really
because it is.
and again, it's not better or worse. It's like if you want a clean sound where you can play a big, beefy chord, and you just get this fat, rich, clean tone comes out. You need that.
This will get nasty.
If you want this to go a bit compressed, a bit saturated. So there's not really a better or worse. There's I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Dirty channel on here.
I'm really curious about that one.
So we'll go about halfway up on the dirt and see what we get here.
Does it do a slight crunch?
If I back the gain down, let's go sort of 10 o'clock. Let's see what it does. Not as nicely as the Marshall.
No.
And that, I think, it's those domains where solid state amplifiers go. They can go super clean, super overdriven, pretty well, and it's the middle bits. Now, we might. Let's just go back to its clean channel and see if maybe a pedal over the top is the way to go. I think what I would do with this amp is just accept that the dirty channel on this is for full, mad, and then all my edge of breakup sounds just a pedal to the clean side.
This would most likely just be clean, and then switch it to
lunatic mode.
And then have the Durple for
crunchy breakup. I mean, we haven't. What is it? I mean, hit play now. That we're just on lunatic amounts of gain.
It's there, but not necessarily very pretty.
It just doesn't sound like a solid state amp to me. I really think they've done a fabulous job, but I am, again, we keep saying this all day, psychologically I'm drawn towards going, please can I have the one with the tubes in it.
This clean with one of those pedals sounds tremendous.
So again, let's just see, what have we got here? Oh man, I don't know now. I mean that one.
Blues thing.
That sounds like, I know it's going to sound really stupid, that sounds like a Marshall amplifier.
Yeah.
It sounds like an old cranked Marshall amplifier.
Yeah.
Which, like, who wouldn't want that?
Okay, so I really, really, really love the tone on the orange. For me, though, I'm used to having an amp like that on the edge of breakup. a super clean tone just doesn't work for me, and I have to switch too much between, like, when I want to engage the turbo mega super heavy gain channel, I'll have to disengage something there. Yeah. And with this, I could just stack something on top of it, roll back the volume, and be a little cleaner. Or I think this would be more touch sensitive. Fantastic amp, but this would suit me.
The other thing I like about the Marshall is knowing that actually it's just going to sound better if I get it a bit louder at gigs as well. Yeah. You know, it's just it's a really. I'm surprised actually.
And it's a little bit. I'm kind of a sloppy player, so it's a little more forgiving. So yeah.
I even like the look. I like the fact that they've done it like a little old blues breaker, you know, like a mini shrunk down.
Yeah.
Oh, such a sucker for the look. So look, I think we had $4.99 for that, $3.49 for that. So we're at $8.50.
3 pedals, Durple, delay, and reverb.
You're gonna get rid of these two. You're just gonna go. I agree. The type of fuzz that I think you would want would be more old school. You know, tone bendery.
Yeah, but as a basic, I could work with that definitely. But as a basic tone, I would need an overdrive.
Well,
more than fuzz.
In that case, then I shall set you up your tone for you to jam out with. You know, we shall hypothetically pretend that you're about to launch your new soul blues band, Gary Clark Jr. tribute. What's it going to be called? What's the name of the band?
Magical Unicorn Blues Soul.
Magical Unicorn Blues Soul.
Group.
Magical Unicorn Soul. Okay. Right. I'll get you your sound. This is your rig. Mind blown again. You know, £1,000. You get all day long with this. No, absolutely no one is going to be telling you that, you know, there's something not good enough for this rig to go and do that gig with. Quick from edit cut here.
The Netherlands. Yes. Of course, obviously. Stroopwafels. Hang on.
Stro what?
Stroopwafels. You know them as stroopwafels.
What are these made of?
It's
this is like a kilo
with caramel in between, and there's a little greenback in there. It's not marijuana, but it needs a little.
I thought you guys in Holland, that's all you ever did, wasn't it? Was just smoke marijuana.
We do,
all
but we can take it over the border with us. If somebody is being a dick in the Netherlands, you call him a droplul, and that's literally what it is—a licorice dick.
Hang on, do you know what? Just whilst I think about it, Pete and Ore, hope you're having a nice time on holiday. And sorry, and this is
really nice beer from Den Bosch.
From where?
Den Bosch, the city where I live nearby.
Hieronymus.
Yeah.
Wow, nice, man. Is this like a lager beer or a blonde beer or what?
I have no idea.
No idea. It's a really nice beer. You've just never drunk it before.
They've told me it's really nice.
Secretly, just gonna have to eat.
Yeah. They're really chewy.
I can't put in as well. Too much all in one go.
I hope you can follow that.
My God.
Yeah, it's chewy, right?
So many gags that we can't go there.
So
right. Gags. Play out.
Play out.
Down.